Hi friends! In today's video, we are going to take a trip to Hobby Lobby and we're going to go down the Valentine aisle. Did you know that Hobby Lobby has unfinished wood and DIY projects in the Valentine aisle this year? If you didn't, you need to run over there and pick them up. And in today's video, we're going to put together a few of those. So let's just jump in and get started. We're going to start with this palette heart sign, and we're going to go ahead and remove the tag. And then they had this really intricate heart that has like all these little wooden hearts carved out of it, and we're going to use this one as well. So removing the tags from both of them, and then this is a really easy project, so we're going to add some paint to our palette heart. I didn't have any white chalk paint, so we're just using acrylic paint for this one. I only did one coat because I kind of wanted the see-through look. Then we're going to take some red chalk paint, and we're going to use a foam brush for this. If you have a makeup dabber, that would work really well here too. We don't want to get any paint into the intricate cutout pieces, so a foam brush of some kind works best for this. If you don't have one, a regular paintbrush will work too. We're going to cover the entire front of this one with our red chalk paint, and then just adding some hot glue, we're going to attach it to our palette sign. If you want a little bit more of a solid hold, you could put wood glue here as well. That is it for this one. I think this turned out gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think about this one. For this project, we're going to use the wooden bead heart, and this was quite a bit larger than I thought it was going to be. When I got it home, I was like, wow, this is really large. So we're just going to remove the price tag, but we're going to leave the jute hanger attached to that because that's what we're going to hang it up with. Then we're going to take some Waverly wax and antique wax, and we're just going to use a foam brush, dabbing in between. These wooden beads are on a metal skewer kind of thing, so they move around, and this is a really great way to do that. We're going to be using some vintage fabric for this one, and I do know this happens to be vintage fabric because I had a dress made out of this in the 90s. Yes, my mom held on to it for that long, and now we're going to repurpose it in some crafts. And so you can pull out as many pieces as you want. Messy bows are a really great thing for this particular project. I'm going to go ahead and cut about 6 strips, and then once I have those strips cut, I'm going to go ahead and crisscross them to make a shabby bow. So we're going to, once we have them all crisscrossed, I'm going to take one more piece of the fabric, we're going to tie it off in the middle, and that is going to be our bow. Then we're going to attach it to our metal piece with our beads on it. Once we have that attached, I realized that I didn't really like that because it flopped over too much and you couldn't really tell that it was a bow. So I'm going to go ahead, use some hot glue, and we're going to attach our hot glue to the metal piece that is holding the beads together, and then I'm going to attach the bow onto that. That way the bow is a little bit more secure and not flopping around, and you still get the homespun look. I love vintage crafts. Let me know what you guys think about this one, and if you're going to recreate it for yourself. For this project, we're going to take the really large heart sign that they have this year. I haven't seen this one before, and I try to make all these big wood signs for you guys for my projects. Some of them turn out better than others. I felt like at the end of this one, it's a little bit of a Monet, and if you don't know what that means, it means that it looks really great far away, maybe not so great up close. But we're going to use our red chalk paint, and we're going to do the big hearts on this sign with the red chalk chalk paint. And then we're going to take that same paint and we're going to go on the inside of these smaller hearts. Sometimes using this wood, you need more than one coat, and I was hoping that the chalk paint would be a little bit better coverage than the acrylic paint, but in my, I guess, experience of using these, you definitely still need more than one coat. Then we're going to take white acrylic paint and we're going to go around the bigger hearts with the white paint. Now this does have like a outline that goes around the outside of it too. Originally I thought about just using white paint, but then I had to bust out the puffy paint because I just think these signs look really cute with the puffy paint, and these kind of said cookies to me. I don't know, so I'm going to use the puffy paint to go around the lines that are there, these like tan lines. Originally I was just going to leave them, but I didn't really like how that looked between the contrast of the red and white paint. It kind of looked messy, and so I just decided to go with this route instead. Let me know what you would do to cover it up. I also thought a black paint pen would look really cute. I did not have a black paint pen on hand, but I do think that that would be a cute alternative if you didn't want to use puffy paint. So we're going to cover up all of these brown lines that go around each of the hearts. And as you can tell, I haven't done anything with the bows because we're going to get to that at the very end. But we're going to just go ahead, cover all of these lines. Puffy paint is a little bit tricky to work with, and if you're in a hurry, puffy paint is not the option because it does take time to dry. And it can sometimes give a little bit of a messier look. So because these said cookies to me, I decided to use the brown puffy paint and go around the outside with the brown. I actually think this turned out really cute, and it does give me really good cookie vibes. If you didn't want to make them cookies, I think white paint on the outside would look cute. And if you were going to use the paint marker, you could just use regular paint all of that, and then use your marker to outline. One of my favorite things to do is to get ribbon when it's on clearance from Christmas. I think that's the best time to buy like other holiday ribbon, and when I say that, Christmas ribbon will often come in just red and white, which is a Valentine color. It's also a 4th of July color. So it's a really great way to get really cheap ribbon for like year-round crafts. And that's what we're using here. So we're just going to make a really simple bow by folding it over. I took a contrasting piece of ribbon that I had in my stash. I believe this also came from Hobby Lobby. And we're just going to tie it off in the middle. I like the contrast of it. I think it looks really cute. So I go ahead and make 3 of those. I didn't measure it out before I decided to glue my bows on. They didn't quite fit there where the bow piece was attached. I went ahead and just hot glued the pieces down to it, and then if there was any pieces showing, I went ahead and painted those red. You can't tell once you have the ribbons on there and it's painted. So you can either make your bows a little bit bigger than I did, or just paint over it and then put your bow on top. I'm going to do the same thing for all 3 of the bow areas, and then that's it for this one. I love how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think. Would you have done something different? For this project, we're going to use this chipboard heart. You can pick these up sometimes at the Dollar Tree, although I haven't seen these kind of heavier duty ones in a long time, but sometimes they use a smaller version of this. But we're going to go ahead, use some painter's tape. We're going to tape off the top and the bottom because we're going to be putting something different in the middle. And as you can see, I left the hanger on, but I decided to use something different later because the colors that I went for, it doesn't match the red string that's there. Plus, painting over that was a little bit difficult. So if you are going to hang this, I suggest removing that and then either adding it back in or adding your own ribbon like I did. So once I get my painter's tape on and I double check that it's even, we're going to go ahead and take our white acrylic paint and we're going to paint the top and bottom. Now this does take a couple coats. I am using acrylic paint instead of chalk paint though, so if you're using chalk paint you probably could get away with one coat. Once I get that all covered, we're going to go ahead and remove the tape. I love to have a good tape reveal because you get such crisp lines. I did have a little bleed through at the very bottom, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover that up. So using some peel and stick wallpaper from the Dollar Tree, we're going to go ahead and lay that in the middle. I thought these were really muted like Valentine colors, and I just like how this really turned out. I thought it was kind of more upscale, a little bit high-end looking. We're going to go ahead, take some scissors, cut off the excess, and then we're going to use a little sander that I had, and we're going to sand off the edges. That's my favorite way to get rid of any kind of excess because you get very clean, smooth lines using the sandpaper. You can use a finger sander, you can use a sander from Dollar Tree. This just happens to be a scrapbook sander I had on hand. Once I get all the pieces off of there, then we have this really nice crisp lined heart. I think this turned out cute. If you don't want to put anything in the middle, I think you could get away with nothing at all. I left mine very minimal, but I also think some like wood letters or something right there in the middle would be cute too. I'm going to take this cream colored flower and some leaves from a different pick, and I'm just going to glue those onto the end, and that is it for this one. I left it very minimal, but I think it's a really pretty statement. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed today's video. These were super easy and fun to make, and I do have a few more projects left that I picked up that didn't make it in today's video, so stay tuned for another video on Valentine DIY projects from Hobby Lobby. If you want to keep on crafting with me and you want to check out some more Hobby Lobby unfinished wood, check out these videos next, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends!